Washington, almost 5 years ago, a military court dropped gun charges against Airman First Class Devin Kelley, who gunned down 26 people in a Texas church Sunday, and instead gave him a light, one-year sentence for threatening his wife with a loaded gun and attacking her one-year-old child, raising questions about whether the military treats domestic violence cases with sufficient gravity. His sentence was very light, said Don Christensen, the Air Force's former top prosecutor whose office oversaw the Kelley case. Very light, but sadly not unusually light. I've done a lot of shaken baby cases, and they almost always come in around a year of confinement. Beyond the relatively light sentence, the Air Force failed to put the conviction in the federal background check database that allowed Kelley to legally buy the Arkansas 15 he used on Sunday to kill 26 people and wound 20 at his mother-in-law's Texas church. The military court considered allegations that Kelley pointed loaded and unloaded guns at her. Beyond the relatively light sentence, the Air Force failed to put the conviction in the federal background check database that allowed Kelley to legally buy the Arkansas 15 he used on Sunday to kill 26 people and wound 20 at his mother-in-law's Texas church. The military court considered allegations that Kelley pointed loaded and unloaded guns at her. He admitted he struck his infant stepson with force that could have killed and choked and kicked his wife, documents show. But the court dropped the gun charges against Kelley in exchange for a one-year sentence for domestic violence for throttling his wife and child. In 2012, this member was properly charged, tried, convicted, and sentenced by a panel of qualified Air Force members for assaulting his wife and minor stepson, Jen. Robin Rand, who at the time was the top officer who signed off on the conviction, said in a statement to USA Today. His prosecution was in accordance with the principles of our legal system and based on the evidence gathered and our ability to convict. Christensen said that the verdict in a civilian court likely would have been more harsh, but it is difficult to make direct comparisons because of differences in state laws and facts and cases. In the military, however, he said accused troops often get the benefit of the doubt by a court made up of fellow service members. The military justice system is ill-equipped to handle domestic violence cases, Christensen said. Lower-level commanders can decide which abuse cases are sent for courts-martial, and they usually know the accused, but not the alleged victim. And military spouses don't get the benefit of the doubt. Troops accused of domestic abuse often lay the groundwork by complaining to their first sergeant, "My wife's crazy." So, when the wife finally does come forward, his superiors are ready to disbelieve her, Christensen said. The belief is that she's just out to get him. He's just out to destroy his career. Afraid of the abuser and often dependent on him for support, the women often retract their accusations, he said. There has also been a push to handle such cases through counseling, rather than demanding that serious domestic abuse cases be handled by courts. Some troops also feel domestic problems should be kept within families, said Christensen, who is president of Protect Our Defenders, an advocacy group for victims of sexual assault in the military. There are still too many in the military who view this as an issue between a man and his wife, or a parent and his child, Christensen said. That would have barred him from buying the weapons legally. The Air Force announced that it had launched an investigation to determine why that information was not transmitted to federal authorities. The Pentagon's Inspector General is also reviewing the circumstances of the case. The investigation, spokesman Bruce Anderson said, will also review other types of information that military needs to supply for the NCIC database. Defense Secretary Jim Mattis said Tuesday that he had ordered the Inspector General's investigation. More, Texas church shooting, gunman escaped from mental health facility in 2012. More, Arkansas 15 accessories offer legal options for faster firing, less reloading, and even of chain